Well, somebody has to talk about what really matters. And in today's conversation, what really matters is that I want to speak to you about the top 10 easy business lines of credit. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sir Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you were to ask me, if you are doing it as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to share with you the top 10 easy business lines of credit. Number 10, we have PNC Bank. Our score, 7.5 over 10. Now, PNC is kind of cool because if you're looking for a very easy business line of credit, they have flexible requirements, and if you're looking for an unsecured line of credit, it goes from $1,000 to $100,000. Now, if you are looking for a secured credit line, you can go from $100,000 to $3 million. And we've been doing research on this topic for a while, and this is one of the highest limits, okay? And the thing that we love is that you can actually secure the line of credit by non-real estate business assets such as equipment, as long as the property or items meet a certain value. And of course, you got to have a relationship with PNC Bank, okay? And there will be an annual review to ensure that your business still meets the requirements to renew the line of credit for another year. So this is renewable every year. But for the unsecured part, it goes from $1,000 to $100,000. Number 9, folks, we have here Bank of America. Our score, 8 over 10. And if you're looking for a low discounted rate, a low APR for your business line of credit, fantastic, okay? And you're looking for, in terms of line amounts, you're looking for $10,000 to $100,000. And if you're looking for a secured line of credit, you have to go from $25,000 to $1 million. In some cases, they will let you go to $1.5 million. What we love about Bank of America is that not only the requirements are flexible, but they also renew it every year or every 2 years, depending on the company, but also depending on your needs, okay? And if you want to secure the line of credit, you can use collateral, you can use business assets. And the cool thing about having a secure business line of credit is that you basically have access to a low APR. That's the thing. You have a low APR, and this is kind of cool. So Bank of America, 8 over 10. Number 8, folks, we have here, Credibly, our score, 8 over 10. And this is a very easy business line of credit because the application is very fast and the requirements are, I would say, easy. They're flexible, okay? And what are the pros and cons here? We love the fact that with Credibly, you have quick funding speed. Newer businesses are eligible. So if you are a startup, if you are a new LLC, you can be eligible, not a problem. And they have the ability to support those with poor credit, okay? And so this is something that we really love. Those are the pros of this line of credit. And the cons, they have shorter repayment terms and they have origination fees. So when you think about Credibly, you want to think about $250,000. That's the maximum. You've got to be in business for 6 months at least. The APR goes from 10% to 39% to sometimes 50%. You have to pay weekly or monthly. And the repayment term, 26 weeks. Okay, think about that, 26 weeks. If that fits with your liquidity strategy, then go ahead and get it. And the minimum credit score, 560. We have seen people get approved with a FICO score of 510, okay? And you got to make at least $50,000 a year, okay? And they can fund you within a day. So this is really good, and we'll love the fact that it's easy because the application is fast, as I said before, and the requirements are flexible. Number 7, folks, we have Headway Capital. Our score, 8.5 over 10. So if you are looking for a business line of credit that's easy, but also has a longer repayment term, you want to go with Headway Capital. Fantastic. What are the pros and cons here? First of all, they will fund you really quick. Not a problem. If you have a new business, you are eligible, and they have an online application, okay? Now, the application is kind of cool, and it's kind of fast, and kind of easy to understand. And if you have a question, you can always contact Headway Capital. Not a problem, folks. Now, what about the cons? They do have high interest rates. Okay, so the maximum amount for Headway Capital, $100,000. You got to be in business for 6 months, that's for sure. So if you are a startup and you have had a chance to take care of business, rearranging your company, setting up things, accounting and stuff like that, you can qualify. The APR is kind of high. I said this before. It can go all the way to 40% and even higher. We've seen APRs in the range of 65 to 80%. Okay. The payment frequency, weekly or monthly. The repayment terms, 12, 18, or 24 months. So you only have three choices. And there is no minimum credit score. So if you have bad credit, not a problem. You are invited to the table. Okay. Minimum annual revenue, $50,000, and funding speed, 2 days. Okay. So when you think about Headway Capital, you are looking at business lines of credit, unsecured, of course, from $5,000 to $100,000. Number 6, folks, we have SVG funding. Our score, 8.5 over 10. We love SVG. It's very easy to get. And they have a business line of credit that basically can supplement your working capital. And if you're looking for working capital, aka a type of working capital that can help you with cash flow management in the short term, go with SVG Capital. And what are the pros? They do have an online application that is very fast, very easy to understand. The requirements are low. They have lower qualification standards, and you have fast access to cash. Okay, very easy. What about the cons? Of course, we are speaking again about the higher interest rates. Okay, the APR is kind of high. It's crazily high. So, but as long as you are aware of it and you get the money for a short period of time, this is kind of cool. The maximum amount here is $150,000. The maximum time in business, 6 months. Okay, 6 months. The APR range 21% and higher. The payment frequency, weekly and monthly, and the repayment term 6 to 24 months. You have to choose which one works for you. And check this out. The minimum credit score, 500. Okay, this can get easier than that. It can get easier than that. Okay, the minimum annual revenue is a little high, so 120,000, and funding speed, they can actually fund you up to 4 days initially. Now, if you have all the paperwork ready, guess what? They will fund you within 24 hours. So this is really good. Okay, so if you have poor credit, think about it. The minimum credit score is 500. If you have poor credit, you can still qualify for this easy business line of credit. Number 5, folks, we have TD Bank. Our score, 9 over 10. And easy, TD Bank is really good, and they're very easy in terms of the interest-only payments. They make your life easy. Of course, it will help if you have a relationship with the bank. Fantastic, but it's not required. Okay, but if you want to have a low APR, it would be nice to have a relationship with the TD Bank. And this is best for interest-only payments. We love the fact that they have competitive rates, interest-only payments, and online application. Now you can also apply at the branch if this is your desire. Okay, but not a problem. You can apply on online also. What are the cons? Now, TD Bank, as you know, is not available nationally. Okay, so if you're on the East Coast, or if you have a personal relationship with the bank, let's say you have an online business. If you have an online business, it doesn't matter if you're in California or you are in Nevada or you are in Colorado, they will still take care of you. Even though they don't cover that geography, they can still take care of you. Okay, and you also, and now if you want to have a larger line of credit, you need to apply in person. You got to go to a branch. So the maximum amount, $500,000. We are speaking here about unsecured business line of credit. Okay, and there's no minimum time in business. The APR range up to 25%. The payment frequency, monthly. The repayment term, variable, and the minimum credit score, 600 to 650. Okay, and the minimum annual revenue varies based on the business case, and funding speed, 5 days. So maximum amount, $100,000. Number 4, folks, we have another bank, US Bank. Our score, 9 over 10. This is great if you have an established business. Okay, and we love the fact that there is no annual fee on lines of more than $50,000. They have an online application. Of course, with US Bank, we would actually recommend that you go to the branch, and you have the ability to lock in the interest rate. This is a fundamental advantage with a US Bank business line of credit. Okay, and the The line of credit does have higher qualification guidelines, but again, if you are an established business and you happen to have a relationship with US Bank, you definitely want to go with this US Bank business line of credit. The maximum amount, $100,000 unsecured. If you're looking for a secured line of credit, they can allow you to go all the way to $250,000. So the maximum for a secured line of credit is $250,000. And minimum time in business, 2 years. The APR can go all the way to 25%, okay? And the payment frequency, monthly. There is no repayment term. Minimum credit score, it goes from 600 to 680. And the minimum annual revenue varies based on the business case, and the funding speed from 2 to 5 business days, okay? So this is something you need to think about. And one thing you need to understand is that US Bank is very easy in terms of the requirements for the application. The interest rate, as long as you meet the minimum the minimum time in business of 2 years, you are good to go. Number 3, folks, we have on deck. Our score, 9.5 over 10. So on deck is kind of cool and very easy when it comes to business lines of credit. This is great for fast funding. If you're looking for fast funding, you want to definitely go with on deck. And we love the fact that they have fast funding, easier qualification standards, and they have an online application. And the cons, the high interest rate and monthly maintenance fee. They do have a monthly maintenance fee. You need to know that, okay? The maximum amount with on deck, $100,000. Minimum time in business, 1 year. APR range goes from 1099 and higher. And payment frequency, weekly. The repayment term, 12 months. Minimum credit score, 600, although we have seen people qualify with FICO scores of 575 and 580. And the minimum annual revenue is $100,000. Funding speed, 1 day. Fantastic, okay? Fantastic. And this is a very easy business line of credit. You just got to make sure you have all the paperwork ready, and they will take care of you. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about the top 10 easy business lines of credit. Number 2, we have Fundbox. Our score, 9.5 over 10. This is a very easy business line of credit, especially if you are a new business. You know, we love the fact that they have a quick funding speed, okay? There's an online application process, and they have lower minimum requirements. And the cons, they have shorter repayment terms and higher interest rates. So the maximum amount that you can qualify for with Fundbox, $150,000. Minimum time in business, 6 months. The APR range from 10% all the way to 80%. Now, this delta is kind of high, but it depends on your credit worthiness, okay? The payment frequency, weekly, and the repayment term, 12 or 24 months, okay? And we love the fact that the minimum FICO they are asking for is 600, and minimum annual revenue, $100,000. And funding speed, same day. We love the fact that with Fundbox, and guess what? It's just fantastic. You get your cash the same day if you qualify. If you have all the paperwork ready, this is just very easy. Number 1, folks, the best of the best when it comes to the top 10 easy business lines of credit, in our view, Bluevine. Our score, 10 over 10. So when you're looking for an overall small business line of credit that is very easy to get, that has flexible requirements in terms of application, in terms of a fund disbursement, you want to go with Bluevine. Our score, 10 over 10, and we love the fact that they have competitive rates, fast funding, and online application. Fantastic. And the cons, the only thing is they are asking you to have a high minimum revenue, and you have to repay the business line of credit within a relatively short repayment time. So maximum amount, $250,000. We are speaking about unsecured, of course, okay? You don't have to pledge any collateral, not a problem. And minimum amount, $250,000. Minimum time in business, 6 months. APR range, 4.8% to 78%. The payment frequency, weekly or monthly. The repayment term, 6 or 12 months, okay? The minimum credit score, 600, and the minimum annual revenue, $120,000. So this is about $10,000 a month, okay? We're speaking about gross revenue, and the funding speed, 1 day. So we love the fact that Bluevine's application process is very simple and easy to use. Its approval time and funding speed are generally within 1 day, which gives businesses quick access to needed capital, okay? So this is really good when you think about the overall, in the larger scheme of things. So fantastic, Bluevine. let me quickly have a conversation with you about easy business lines of credit. It's important to understand that business lines of credit works in a different way. So a business line of credit allows your business to borrow money, repay it, and borrow again up to the credit limit, similar to a credit card. Those two are revolving lines of credit. Okay, a credit card is also a revolving line of credit, and business lines of credit are not all alike. So some are offered by banks. You have seen here in this conversation, you have online lenders, you have banks, that you have alternative lenders that also offer business lines of credit. It's important to understand that some business lines of credit are secured while others are not. So when we speak about security, what do we mean? It means that you are going to pledge collateral, business collateral, okay? And collateral may take the form of business assets, commercial property, personal property, generally your home, or certificates of deposit. And other lines are unsecured, which means no collateral is required. This is just fantastic. And a line of credit comes with a credit limit, which is basically the maximum amount that you can borrow from it at any one time. So unlike a credit card though, this line can incur interest as soon as you use any portion of the funds. And the interest rate you'll be charged for the amount you borrow is usually lower for a credit line than a credit card. And so before you apply for a business line of credit, you want to research the terms, compare offers, and read the fine print. Folks, I want you to read the fine prints. Don't just get out there and just start applying for business lines of credit without doing your research. Do research. Did you hear that? I want you to do research. So you want to consider factors such as credit limits. Pay attention to the credit limits, the interest rate, the repayment period, the annual review and renewal. Okay, business line of credit can be reviewed annually and renewed. The requirements to be approved, and any special perks or rewards. Very important. So what are basically the requirements? They're not really that complicated to get. So basically they will want you to pay attention to revenue, minimum time in business. Okay, they will look at the lender will look at your cash flows, so your cash inflows and cash outflows, to make sure that you can actually repay the loan, because it is a loan after all. If you tap into the business line of credit, you are basically required to repay the money back. And it's important to understand that you want to be in business for at least 6 months so that you can establish a pattern of revenue generation. This is very important, folks. Okay, and so this is basically it. Before we move further, please check out this short loan evaluation approach video. We do have a rigorous method on this show when it comes to evaluating, listing, and categorizing business lines of credit. So, thank you so much. Now, I just want to recap today's conversation by saying that if you're looking for an easy business line of credit, you can choose between online lenders, alternative lenders, and traditional banks. At the end of the day, it depends on the relationship you have with the lender. Okay, even if you are a newer business, you are a startup, you are a new LLC, you can still qualify for an easy business line of credit. Make sure that you do the homework, that you prepare everything, that you prepare your business plan. Of course, this is important. You want to actually have financial statements that are clear to understand. They are very easy to understand. Okay, so here is a recap. Number one, when it comes to the top 10 easy business lines of credit, number one, we have Bluevine, 10/10. Number two, we have Funbox, 9.5/10. Number three, we have OnDeck, 9.5/10. Number four, we have US Bank, 9/10. Number five, we have TD Bank, 9/10. Number six, we have SBG Funding, 8.5/10. Number seven, we have Headway Capital, 8.5/10. Number eight, we have Credibly, 8/10. Number nine, we have Bank of America, 8/10. And number 10, last but not the least, PNC Bank, 7.5/10. Thank you so much for your attention. I will speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.